This is very interesting. Let's see if I can get it out. It's like decoding or interpreting. You know how I've said oftentimes I will listen to readers who it seems like they're picking up on the same energy or storyline or something like that, or a similar one, but they have a very different version of a story, but I can hear through it. Anyway, I thought it was interesting how they just showed it. Another way to explain it was something like, it's like your spirit team is working for you, and it's always for us and for us to learn the lesson and how it's going to get our attention. And so there's times where they want you to read through it and understand what they're trying to show you. And so you'll hear readers that will maybe say the exact thing. And I do that sometimes. If you've been listening, I hope you've heard them where it's like I'll tell you exactly what I maybe saw or to the best of my ability. And then as I'm talking, sometimes I can understand what it was symbolizing or what they meant. But sometimes readers will tell the exact thing they saw, and it can be scary or dramatic, and it wasn't meant to. It was supposed to symbolize this or that. And but if you hear that story, it can sound scary. Like, here's a very simple, easy example. It's like they'll show somebody in jail, right, behind bars. And so then readers will be like, oh, somebody's going to jail, they're going to whatever. Now, some people, when they say that, they're very aware of what they mean, and they're very aware, their audience is very aware of what they mean. Other times people will say it, and they're very serious, and they mean the literal meaning, but that's also the literal thing they were shown, but it didn't necessarily mean that. It could mean they're stuck in their head, which feels like prison. It feels like jail when you're stuck in your head and you can't get out of your way and you can't get to the present moment to feel into your body. And so I just thought it was so interesting how we all hear and interpret things. And if we're attempting to learn our lessons or see the message and apply it to ourselves, or if we're operating from our ego and claiming it's not us. It's like many rounds we can go with this, because there's many different forms and many different ways and many different times that we're getting the answers we need and or that others are asking about. It is layered and complicated at times and challenging to understand and see it all, but also enjoyable and interesting, just interesting to me. Because we're all picking up on different understandings, storylines, vibrations, all these things. And how we translate our understanding is a whole nother set of interesting, because it's filtered through another perspective and another perspective and another perspective. How many filters has it gone through to get to you? And in doing so, is it filtering, right? Like, is pure truth being passed down, or by the time it gets to you, it's just a grain of truth left? What is that? It's like pass it down the lane or something like that. It gets so distorted over time, right? You have 50 people lined up. The first person whispers into the second person's ear. The second person whispers into the third person's ear, and it's already distorted. Because person 2 heard it incorrectly from person 1 to begin with, let alone when it gets sent from 2 to 3, let alone when 3 to 4 and 4 to 5 and so on down the lane. By the time it gets to 50, you're like, what the fuck did you just say? What? That wasn't what I said at all. And then you look at person 2 and go, what the fuck did you think I said? And they'll say what they thought you said, and it's wrong off the bat. So it's already distorted from the jump, let alone how many it had to get through to get to the end. And the end is something completely differently entirely. You have no idea. You have no idea how they got there. You have no idea how they got there. And that's how it is for a lot of us, even when we're communicating one-on-one. because their filter system is their belief system. It's their rule book, and their rule book is filled with 50 other people's rule books that they've been following that is all on faulty foundation. So they've been following all this stuff on faulty foundation. They got to rip all that shit out to hear more clearly. And even when they do, and it's still me and you, there's still going to be some distortion. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.